Hey, what's going on, Beowulf Nation? I am Beowulf, back at it with another video. Now, I'm right now in my Jeep SRT. It's a 2016 Night Edition. What this whole video is about, you obviously see in the title, I have an AFE exhaust. The one I have is the more expensive one that AFE sells. Not the one with the resonators. So originally I had the first one that came out. It's the cheaper one they sell, which is a different stainless steel. The muffler has a different the more expensive one has a muffler coating. So originally I bought that one. I got a deal on it. I got that back in 2017. I had the exhaust not even for a year. I think it was like 8 months, and the hangers rusted out on multiple parts of the exhaust. So like the exhaust was like dangling on certain spots, and it had the fiberglass that's inside the muffler out. And I called AFE and told them what happened. They said they would send me out a new one. I said I wanted the more expensive one they had that they said would fix that issue. So I had to pay what I paid plus the difference to get that. That's why I lived in Illinois. So when I moved down to South Carolina is when all this kind of went, where they're sending me a new one. So I got this new system, the more expensive one they sell, which I got, I think it was in, let's see, March, April, May of 2018. So I got that one, installed it. Now the crazy thing with this one, and this exhaust now has it where it has holes inside the muffler, and you can see, looking straight out the back of the exhaust, you can see the fiberglass. I did send them an email. The most aggravating thing with the company is when I had the first issue with the first exhaust, you could actually call and talk to somebody. Now on their website, you have to like send an email and wait for a response with all that stuff. So it makes me kind of concerned that their products are just known to having issues, is why they're doing that, which is kind of upsetting because it's a nice style exhaust. It sounds good, but that it has not a very long shelf life. You'd be better off having the stock exhaust. I'm kind of frustrated right now. In a second, I'll show you guys in the back of what it's all looking like. So I'm kind of on the route of what I'm waiting to see what AFE is going to do. To be honest, I don't even want to get another exhaust from them. I just like to be refunded my money and then go out and look for something else, maybe doing a custom exhaust. I don't know. I'm just kind of frustrated. And where I'm living in South Carolina, I mean, it's not like it snows or anything where there's a road salt and all that, and it rusted from the inside is super aggravating. So the muffler outside is perfectly fine. Inside, it basically, like the wall of the exhaust, when you look through it, like exploded. And you can see on both sides the fiberglass. So it did on both sides. Now the weird thing, what was going on a couple of months ago, when I would drive the Jeep, there would be this strong odor inside there, like where you almost couldn't feel like you couldn't breathe. That I would have to leave like about top of the sunroof open to have air come in us, and it was terrible. So I didn't know what was going on when that was happening. I brought it to the dealer. They couldn't figure out anything. And then a couple of times too, you would see smoke come out the exhaust, like once in a while on like first starting off, or sometimes in accelerating, which was really weird. It wouldn't happen all the time, so it would be like once in a while. And then just recently I looked at the exhaust and then saw this happen. I think I was rotating my wheels on my Jeep SRT at home, and I saw that it did, you know, I looked at the exhaust because the best thing is I had it up in the air, so I was kind of wanting to inspect it, what's all just in general underneath the vehicle, and I looked at the back of the exhaust and I go, oh my gosh, this is probably what the issue is. So hopefully it gets resolved and something happens. But look at this and realize what you're getting into when you're spending your money. These exhaust systems out there, they're all real expensive. They're not cheap. And to have something where it just lasts for just a very short period of time, less than a year, maybe a year and a half, whatnot, and then it goes bad. It's just ridiculous. So enough talking about it. Let me show you guys what's going on. Now the exhaust might sound louder because it's damaged, but you can see right in there where it has an issue. And then and the same right there. Yeah, but if you look underneath, you know, everything looks fine. That's what to me is super frustrating with owning this. So any of my fellow Jeep SRT owners, many other people have had this issue or not, but I figured to share it. That's about as much I gotta say, but just, you know, watch this and think twice before buying their exhaust, because I've now gone through 2 exhausts with the AFE and I'm not impressed at all. And back, you know, like 10 something years ago, I was a dealer for Borla exhaust, and I kind of familiar in the market of how these exhaust systems are made and whatnot, and being in the industry selling stuff in the prior kind of gets you insight. And it's just, to me, this is disappointing, and it's kind of aggravating how you can't talk to a live person with figuring this out. You have to send an email and you have to wait and wait, and I sent the email a couple of weeks ago with no response. So I'll probably, after posting this, we'll call AFE with it. But that's about the end of the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, too, check out my main YouTube channel. It's I Am Beowulf, and make sure you subscribe to that channel and hit the subscribe button. The Beowulf Nation. It's the end of the video. Be driven to win. Remember, every day is Earth Day. Peace out, Beowulf Nation.